Guys, this is Art Meets Crazy. Cray May. I'll try to do this one more time. Alright, so my earlier one, the video I did, super emotional and couldn't really get any work done, but I'm going to try this again. So I'm going to go ahead and read another thing that I wrote. And this always start off like this. Fast forward if you don't like or enjoy. So this one is take this pain of mine, this divine sweet wine. With time and a few more lines, all is good, and I feel fine. I have all the tools to feel better. I know how to do right, but I wear a torn sweater. It's hard sometimes to see above the water. In this lifetime, all I wanted was a wife, a son, and a daughter. You know, maybe that was not meant in this lifetime. Maybe, you know, it's I don't know. I can't tell. I can't really tell. So you don't always get what you want, but you find sometimes you get what you need. All right. I guess. All right. I'm gonna try this again. So last time I was trying to show you how to do these curves and these lines. So I think I got it right now. You go like this, and then there you go. See how you can change the thicknesses of these, so you can change them to what you want, which I think is really cool, because then you can do your line and then get, if you want to just try to make that a little bit thinner to thick, that's what I was trying to show you guys. There we go. See that? And then you can make the ends fat. So yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Alright, so we're just going to get rid of this. You can set this up to where you can do a 2-finger tap to undo everything. Or you can go in here and, oops, go like that. And just cancel it. Oop. I did that wrong. Unselect that. So yeah, I can go like that. I'm really just trying to get a, I want to outline this all in the vector lines, and then I want to get rid of the original and work with that. At least with this, and then maybe take it over to Procreate. But I wonder how. Oh, it's still on that right there. Okay. Oh, so then, okay, well, I see more. See, I learned, like, I'm learning as I go, which is by the mistakes, and that's how I've done it with my art. I'm a self-taught. I like it that way. There's no one else's influence on it, you know, because you do someone's stuff, someone teaches you, and you take their style in some form or another. I've seen it with someone I taught how to do wire wrap jewelry with, and the person ended up taking it. Well, I mean, you can teach somebody, but you know, it's like, do it and then learn it and then take your own style with it, you know. I've worked very hard to be really unique and individual, and that's why, you know, not saying like I would love to actually take lessons now. You know, there's a lot of things that I really want to do in my art, but I can't because I'm not the best with the shading, or not shading, but the colors and perspectives, and you know, there's a lot. You'll never know all the stuff. You'll always be learning. It's always. And I'm really lucky. Like, so when I started, I'll go back to this. So when I started doing this, I didn't start until I was probably in my early 20s, about 22 or 23. is when I started. And I was going through a really hard time in my life. And I was sitting there. I remember I was sitting in a room I had just rented. And, you know, I think I was sitting there just drinking, getting fucked up. And I asked the Lord, I was like, Lord, if I have any talent at all, if there's anything in me, I was like, I need it. You know, I need it right now. Like, let it show. And so I started drawing. And I did a couple of little things or whatever, you know, and I wish I had my originals. I would show you. If I had my original portfolio, I would show you all of it, but I don't. That's another story, though. So I guess shortly after that, I met this this girl at a bar, and then we ended up hanging out. Oh yeah, it was Stooges Bar and Grill, and she ended up being like a Japanese May artist and a gamer, which was perfect for me. I was going to school for programming video games, and I hadn't really done any art except for a couple of pieces. And then, so she was a Japanese anime artist, and her friend was a Japanese anime artist. And she handed me this book. It's either 3 times 3 eyes, or I don't know, it was another one. Either way, she was like, draw what you see. Just look at it and draw what you see. And so I did it, and that was the start. Like, that literally was the start to everything. And, you know, I did that for about a month or so, and then I ended up coming up and breaking away from that and doing my own style. And my thing was like, I would see Japanese, or not Japanese anime, but some art, and it wasn't, there wasn't enough in it, and I always wanted more and more. So my thing was like to fill the page. Like, I was tired of drawing like one person or one thing. I wanted to like incorporate that and do more and more. And then, you know, as experiences went on, my art started turning, not knowingly, you know, just it started going into really the feelings and emotions that I was going through. And I didn't really see it until later on. You know, I was like, that was my therapy. That was my communication. You know, people could see what I was thinking or feeling with my art. And some people actually didn't like it. I got turned away because they were like, well, your stuff, you know, your stuff's too dark. It's too dark. Well, you know, that's to the person. That's fine, you know. It could be dark to you. It isn't dark to me. And, you know, my influence, I have, most of my art that I've ever done is influences from Tool, Marilyn Manson, Coheed and Cambria. All that music is somehow just hits me really, really hard. And I've cried to everyone, you know, to artists, you know, that gave me that emotion. And, yeah, I think if you don't cry, if you don't to music or art or feel some kind of emotion to it, then I don't know, you don't have a soul. I don't know, I'm sorry, but so I'm trying to get this, like, I'm spending way too much time on this, but let's go down. They don't want thinner than that. So it's cool because when you do this, you can sit there and pick your individual lines that you do. You can work all these. Everything you do is logged there, and then you can go ahead and group them and do them as a group. So I think if I have this right now, and go in here, and group this, and then do that, like I was trying to show you before, so I can do that. And then, and now, see, now I can change it. To be thin on the inside like I wanted to be thicker on the outside, so I can go like that. Maybe not so much like that, but that's cool though. So I think, let's see. Oops. I kind of like it like that though, you know, because I'm going to take it somewhere else later. So I can't remember. I know I can duplicate this whole. So I think you can go like this. And so let's go in here. See, that's like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and group it. So now I can group it. So now I can do the whole group thing, which is even better. Yeah. So I should have grouped it. So now I can make it like that and thin. And you can really like change it like that. And then I think what I can do is I can go in here and go copy. So I can copy, and then I just really want to select those, and then I go in here and I go paste. Nope. Maybe this all has to be a group. Let me just hold on a second. Let me go in there and group it. Go over here, copy, and then paste style. What? Paste. Try this one more time. All right, whatever. I guess it's not gonna do it. This is what you're supposed to do, but obviously I can't figure this shit out. So we're gonna go like that. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. The thinner, think that, boom, boom, done. Go like this. I'll make that a group. I really do like it because you can work when you do have them ungrouped. You can work. This program is amazing. All right, so now I'm getting lost again. So there's a lot of I think a lot of the emotions that I'm going through right now is I messed up a lot of things right now in my life, and this is part of the learning, and things I have, but doesn't mean I didn't have really bad intentions. It's just people fuck up. And I don't think I've ever in my life have tried to work so hard for something and cared about someone else other than me, even though I was pretty selfish with some things, but I still have never cared about another person. And to feel like I've lost the dream and the goals, and I can tell you this much, that this art right here, this tab right here, all of this studio, all that I have right here would not be, I wouldn't have it if I didn't care so much about another person. So it's very, I told, in this channel, I'm going to tell you some real stuff. I really don't. This is what the whole thing's for. This is just life. This is a part of it, As I told my therapist that if I couldn't make things right, if I couldn't change, if I couldn't be accepted and this and that, the only way that my art will really ever be known is after I'm dead from accidental overdose. And it's sad. It's like, and he asked me, he was like, we're talking about drugs and this and that, and and art, and we're not drugs, just substances. And I told him, he was like, did you do this sober? And I looked and I was like, I tell people, I was like, I've never done a piece of art sober. Never. Well, maybe, as I've tried, or jewelry, or maybe something else, but not like any of the stuff you see, any of this right here, this right here, this is not, and this is it's crazy, because it's like, I'm all about healing others. I'm all about trying to help and make things more stable for people and this and that. But in order for me to do that, to get to that state of mind, I have to be in a different state of mind. And this is what helps me get there. And it's fucked up. I know. I was like, my therapist like, well, can we try to find a different way? Honestly, I don't know. I don't. I think I'm really just so uncomfortable most of the time, and I have been ever since I was a little kid, that it's the only thing that makes me comfortable. And it makes me calm down and do what I can do, I guess, with art. And it's fucked up, it's a sad thing. It's like, it is. I've been very lucky and blessed as much as I've put myself through and gone through. I knew ever since I was a little kid that this was going to be my time. I said in my late 30s. Well, I'm 39 now, but that I was going to be, that's what I was going to do. And it's been coming together, it's like, people are like, well, how come you're almost 40 and you don't know, what you want to do? I'm like, well, I know what I want to do. I've been working on it for 15 years, And that's another thing, because people are like, put their personal expectation of the mothers of all fucks. You expect somebody to do this and that, you're gonna get fucking let down. What a long, strange trip it's been, I would have never in my life, leaving the East Coast, I would have ever thought that I would have done, experienced, learned, grow, do art, like, never in my life. And it's because I took risks. I took a lot of risks, and there's a lot of stuff, and that's what you have to go to get to the place you want to be, and you have to fail, and you have to fail. Failing is the biggest part of it, I fail every day. I know it's a little bit funky, but I don't want, you know what? I don't want these straight lines. I haven't walked a straight line in years. You know? I feel in my life that, you know, that I'm supposed to help people get to where they need to be, even if I end up not needing where I need to be. You know, I don't need a whole lot. I don't need a big fancy house, cars, all this stuff. The few things that I need, I want just nice things. You know, this pad's really nice. I like it. I want good art supplies, some good food. But I used to be very, very materialistic. I used to be very, very heavy on, I need the money. I need the nice, you know, I had to have the $110 pairs of shoes and the outfits that, you know, and the car. And I was very like, you know, I had to look good all the time. Haircut, nails did, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was very like, I was always worried about what people think and how they saw you, and it was all a material thing. And then I hit the road. And when I hit the road, I realized it's not even like that. It's like I've met some of the best people with no shoes, no teeth, fucking happy as a motherfucker. No drugs, totally sober, just enjoying it. They want, that's fine, you know. I used to have like the nicest equipment, the nicest stuff, and lots of it, and I, you know, it was like, I don't need it. It was a point where I just started throwing stuff away, you know. And I am no way a fucking angel. I'm not sitting here preaching to nobody. I still fuck up and make mistakes. And you will. And everybody will. And you'll never be perfect. And you'll always make mistakes. Well, that's okay. Everybody just needs to be more accepting and less judging. You know, don't put your guard down and stuff. But, you know, it's just like, you kick it back and chill. Like, so I like, look, okay, so I like this a little bit better. Now I'm going to try to do this body here. I don't like this, but I'll change it later. So I grew up in a very, from when I was adopted, and I was raised and adopted into a family, I was taken away from my parents at the age of 1 and put into 9 foster homes between the age of 1 and 3. Then I was adopted. And, but that'll be another story. So I was like, I'll give you a little bit. I've had a pretty not normal upbringing. I'm not saying I'm different from anybody else. I know a lot of other people too. And that's what I want you guys to do is I want you to not just watch. I want you to connect and understand, you know, talk to me personally, hit me up on Messenger, hit me up on, you know, ask for my contact. I'm here to talk with people and to learn other people. I don't really have anybody. I'm here doing my stuff, learning, growing, fucking up, I'm getting fucked up, you know. I used to worry so much about everything, and I used to break down and cry. I didn't just know what to do, and now I'm just sitting back and letting shit happen. Letting it come to me. I don't know. Where's my people? Where are you guys at? I don't worry like that anymore. Some people don't make their shit like come and find out their stuff until they're sometimes 40s, 50s, sometimes later than that. It does take time. What is time? We are just energy in infinite time. We will come back and go. That's how it is. Like everybody's in a rush. Everybody wants that quick fix, that magic pill, that do this, that do that. I'm still high energy. Always been since I was a kid. Always in a rush, always this and that. I don't think I'll slow down like that ever. That's just, it annoys the shit out of people. And guess what? It annoys the shit out of me. But that makes me be able to do what I do. I say a lot of this stuff that's going on with it's a gift and a curse. I annoy the shit out of people. Guess what? The same things that annoy you about me annoy me. So we're in the same boat. I'm pretty awkward, pretty uncomfortable most of the time, and pace around, fidget, and ramble. But that's just been me most of my life. So, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm gonna fix all this other stuff later with this, but it's not turning out alright. With this program, I don't care. I'm not messing up the original. So I started a website, artmeetscrazy.com. I don't know if it's actually still on there. I started it, but it might not be published. But if so, go to artmeetscrazy.com. And that was before I even did, really. It was getting into the graphic design. So I'm going to probably redo all of that. But there'll be a lot to offer. And, anybody